Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 31, Week 1, Round 3. This season is off to a really good start, 2-0 in our first two matches, hoping to make it a clean sweep, but standing in my way today is Obi-Wan 1983. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, just like my first two opponents, I have more green on my side of the hotbot. Whether that means I'm actually favored or not, let's take a closer look. Checking out the stats, and we see my opponent has almost 3,000 offensive wins, plenty of defense. A lot of his numbers are similar to mine, just a little lower. So let's see what he did in the old system. Only 594,000 legacy banners in the old system, so really a casual player under the old system, but he's been having success recently, and I don't want to underestimate him. Comparing our rosters, and what we've been seeing lately is I have a slight advantage in total overall GP, but my opponent has a slight advantage in the top 80 and top 65, and that holds true today. I've got 24 more Zetas, and my opponent actually has one more Omicron than I do. Let's take a look at what those are. So we can see he has all three of Starkiller's Omicrons, and the other ones are all for GAC as well, except for Rebel Officer Leia Organa. So he has 8, I have 8. His are a little more concentrated because he has 3 of them on Starkiller. Mine are a bit more spread out. My big advantage today probably is going to be speed. I've got a decent speed advantage both in top 80 and gear 11 and above. And even though I know I'm almost always going to be out relicked in terms of total number of gear 13s, it's not too big of a disadvantage today, 107 to 91. Comparing mods, and it is about what I expected. Seeing that I have a pretty significant speed advantage, I did expect to have more mods with high speed secondaries across the board, and that is the case. And only having 16 less gear 13 characters, my relic disadvantage isn't too big today either. My opponent only has about 90 more total relic levels than I do. Comparing Datacrons, and unlike most of my opponents, this opponent has almost the same amount of Datacrons as I do. In fact, like I said last time, I have more Datacrons than I can feasibly use, especially in 5v5, so effectively we're probably pretty even here. And when it comes to the biggest advantage-disadvantage area, Galactic Legends, my opponent only has one more than me, and that is Sith Eternal Emperor. Looking at key characters, and we are very much even here as well. My opponent does have Malagus, but it's still at gear 12. His Starkiller is also only relic 5. And finally, when we look at ships, down there at the bottom you can see his Piet, just like mine, is only relic 8, so no advantage for him there. So this is a pretty even match. I've got some advantages some places. He's got one more GL than I do and more total relic levels. This should be a good match, and what was difficult was I couldn't really get a perfect read on his history. He did like to switch things up, and so I planned for him to have a pretty tough defense, and so far what's visible isn't as tough as I thought it would be. So I have to be really careful that I don't fall into a trap and lose to some really tough teams in the back. Let me show you the board. My opponent has just finished attacking, and he did get the full clear on me, but not a super efficient score. So down here in my tough front wall, we've got Gas, Qui-Gon, and Malagus along with SLKR this time, and he dropped a battle to my Gas squad. In the back, we've got Starkiller and Maul along with a throwaway sortie squad. I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to keep, and I just needed an extra team, so I threw these here. It seemed to steal a couple banners, which is more than I could have hoped for, really. And then up top, we've got Phasma, Dash, Geos, and Dengar, and actually those Geos got 3 holds for me. So maybe they were just running out of teams at that point. Good job, Geos. And then finally in the ships, I went ahead and put down Negotiator and Empire and Radis, and these all got one shot for pretty decent banners. So, what am I looking at on defense? Up here is the harder of the two walls. We've got a good gas squad, a Maul team, Qui-Gon, and Grievous. And on the bottom, we've got these Night Sisters, his own Geo squad, a Mon Mothma, and Phasma. So, thankfully, I think I would have had a harder time if he would have flip-flopped his top and bottom zones. But I think I can get through the bottom fairly cheaply, and that will let me see what's in the back. I have 2 GLs for offense, thinking that he was going to set either 1 or 2 GLs on defense, which he still might have. They just might be in the back. So we're going to hold those 2, and if I don't need to use them both on the back, then that will make that top section significantly easier. But like always, we will start down here on the bottom, see what's in the back, and work our way from there. So let's get started with this Phasma team. What is their Datacron? Health and protection, some tenacity, health steal. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go with Bad Batch. Even with the extra 100 speed that the First Officer TIE Pilot gives, my Bad Batch is still faster. So, no Datacron here because of good old Omega there. So, we get to rip off all that advantage, and they lose all that speed. And now we get to stun them all. And we'll start working in on all of them. Stun some more. Good. And it looks like Phasma's the only one out. Keep handing it to Wrecker. Get the defense up and the true damage going. And let's see if we can get Phasma before she takes a turn. Nope. We'll heal. Don't want to lose banners if I don't need to. We'll double tap here. And now we just got to work down Kylo. We will do that again. And this should finish. Nice. Originally, I had planned to use my Bad Batch against his Qui-Gon, but just like last time, Qui-Gon is too fast for my Bad Batch. Next up, we will go for this Mon Mothma. I'm going to hopefully use Iden here. Well, I am going to use Iden. I'm hopefully going to take it down with Iden. And again, we're all just gear 12 here, except for Stark. Really need to get him moving, because I'm going to need him for Sith Eternal eventually anyway. And there goes a buff. And do that one. And thank you, assists. All their assists just healed me back up. And, ooh, Snow Trooper getting pretty rocked, thankfully. We had the buff on there, so we came back. These guys hit hard. So it's going to be a matter of really working them down. Now, Kara, thankfully, is the one taunting, and she is the one that's gear 12. So, we'll use Death Mark there. Hasn't been cleansed off yet. There it is. Oh, still not cleansed off, but Kara's back. If I can get Kyle out, though, that would be pretty sweet. There we go. So he's not coming back. And he was the main source of their damage. I guess Wedge and Biggs do quite a bit too, but they're always assisting. So Kyle had the one really big individual hit that I was worried about. So we're going to work our way down Kara. We get our buff back up. Going to have to take some counterattacks from that. And we'll just keep working our way through. Kill Cara Dune again as soon as we get a chance. Yep. Well, we got a stunner. This should kill her. And we'll go after Wedge next because I hate Biggs and all his counterattacks. I guess we're going to go ahead and put Death Mark out again. And now he's gone too. So the only one that Mon Mothma can bring back right now is Cara Dune. Now she chose to bring out her friend instead. And hopefully this stun and assist. Nice. Okay. Alright, that brings me to this Geo team. And we will use Vader. And I don't really even know who I'm using with Vader at this point, to be honest. It's pretty much just Vader and Thrawn and TIE Fighter pilot. I have Watt that I could throw on, but I don't really want to waste him. Do I have a Sith that I can throw on there? You know, I think I'm going to put Dooku and maybe even Maul. I'm not super worried about being super efficient. He dropped enough battles that I just need to get through everything and I should get the win. Ooh, almost did a Force Crush there, and that would have been bad. So Merciless is up. We'll Force Crush the Brute now and kill the Spy. And now we should be pretty home free. Killing Soldier, kill them. We will, we'll do that and we'll throw, oh, goodness gracious. Let's see if we can get a stun off. There we go, that's nice. We'll hide even. And back into Merciless. This should kill everybody. Very nice. Alright. Next we will, or last we'll take our troopers against these Night Sisters. And again, no Datacron here. Alright, so we give that to Death Trooper. We'll yank away that. We gotta kill these ladies 3 times each. Okay, got a lot of extra ones there. There's 1. There's 2. And Daka for 3. Daka for 3. Nice. 1,000 out as well. I was gonna say 4, but they're just dying now. So that is all she wrote for the Night Sisters. Alright, time for the big reveal. I am not sure what he put in the back here, so could be anything. And we've got Jedi Master Luke, and we've got Starkiller. Thankfully, I've got 2 GLs to handle that with, so let's just get those done. Let's look at his Datacron. It is the good one where they get damage immunity at the beginning, and they also get Jedi Lessons where they get more turn meter and all that. It's a really nice Datacron. I've got my Jedi Master Kenobi, though, saved and ready to go. And I've got my own Datacron there to use. And because I don't need to use my Jedi Master Luke against another GL, I'm going to go ahead and throw Shock here instead of R2-D2. And we'll use our own Stunacron on mine. And we'll cross our fingers. This could go bad, I suppose, but if it does, I've got another GL to clean it up with. The biggest issue I'm going to see is that they are going to, take quite a few turns before I can hurt them, really. Except for, apparently just sending a shock clears off that buff. So that buff is not as good as you would think. He's going to continue, though, to he's going to continue to taunt at the beginning here. So we're just biding our time, essentially, until we get our ultimate. And then we can start targeting outside of the outside of his taunt. Although we're working him down pretty fast already. Maybe we just kill Jedi Master Luke. Huh. That's something to think about. Maybe that's the way we go. We can't stun everybody, but we can stun some of them. Let's do a big hit, and yeah, all right. Okay. Well, sometimes you just go for the kill, I guess. I had not anticipated doing it that way, but I will take it for sure. Let's get out Luke. And this is one of those cases where I feel like he didn't take nearly as many turns as I thought he would. So I am happy with that. Even though we have Jedi Master Luke, I'm going to see if I can get this Star Killer down with my Grievous. Just lets me be more flexible for everything else. And the Visas is only like gear, what is that, 8? And they've got Juhani in here instead of either Obi-Wan or GK. So not to say that's going to be easy, but I'm hopeful that it will make things a little easier than what it typically is. And this counter usually does pretty well once we get it started. And Juhani's only gear 12 as well. So there goes Newt for good. There went Visas. Let's see if we can get Mara down here. They got the stun off on me. That's never nice. We might just lose anyway. And that is what it's looking like. Unless we can get a stun off. Oh, well, alright. It worked, but that was horrible manners. But that was my 6th battle and my first one where I didn't get perfect banners. So I think I'm doing okay banner-wise. As long as we're here, let's stay here and try and beat this Iden. We're going to go with Traya and hope they survive. Not sure that we will. Hopeful. I don't know. We'll see. And I guess we are stuck hitting shore. Nice. Got cooldown reduction on most of them. And shore is dead before they could put up the buff. Let's go Death Trooper next, I think. We'll isolate Iden so she can't do any funny business. And that killed Death. And I don't think my city Empire Trooper is going to survive. But that's okay. He'll take one for the team. Oh, well, he's getting back some of that health and protection. All we got left is Iden. And we got Annihilate coming up soon, I think. Might not get to it. I think we're going to kill her off before that. There we go. All right. A rough back, but got through it. And now we are left with these guys. We have Gas, where we are going to take, once again, our CLS. We've had some issues with CLS this season so far. We do have a Datacron we can put on. We'll do the turn meter crit damage one. And we will hope that things go better than they did last time we did CLS. I guess I need to get him up to Relic 5 so that I can put a better Datacron on. I hate that that is my motivation for gearing people now. Alright, let's get 5s out. Put some damage on everybody. We're gonna AoE because I really want to get as many clones out as possible while gas is down. Looks like we got them all. Nice. And all right. Bad banners, but I will take it. Against Grievous, we will just Wampa. And assuming nothing bad happens here at the start, we will just hit fast forward. Alright, so we've got a Qui-Gon team and we have a Maul squad. So we're going to do Qui-Gon with Jedi Master Luke. And then we'll use Jedi Knight Revan on Maul. I'm not sure how much... You know, let's do the Maul first. I'm not sure if I want to sub out somebody here. No, I think this is good. I can't put a Datacron on, but that's fine. We are just gonna go straight in on Bam, because Bam is oftentimes my biggest bugaboo with this team. And, oh, come on. That sucks. That's the worst. They're so close. Okay, well, at least I can attack somebody else because we have a taunt. We don't have to attack the BAM that's marked. Oh, is that Savior? Oh, I'm going to lose this, aren't I? Come on, you guys. Do something. There we go. Thank you for being worth something. What do we got? Taunt on anybody yet? Yeah, no taunts up anymore. That's a bummer. So I'm stuck hitting damage immunity at the moment. I think I want to clear all of that and heal up a little bit. And then let's spread some stuff around. And again, we're stuck sitting on BAM at the moment. We couldn't even get anything. We can target outside of the thing there. Okay. We're going to get hit with some whistling birds here. It's not going to be nice. Let's go after him. Can we get him out before he gets the whistling birds? Survey says yes. Okay. All right. Well, that was rough. I guess I should have just gone straight after Maul, maybe. Steal some buffs. Spread them around here. So at this point, we're halfway through the battle, and we're just waiting to get another markup, either to kill off Maul or Canderous even. And we're hoping Jolie stays alive so that if we die, we can get a res off. There we go. Alright. Marks on Canderous. Like to take him out. Oh, now it's on Bo. Alright, let's kill Maul. Once he's gone, I don't feel like they have enough damage to kill me. Alright. Whew. This felt a lot sketchier than I feel like it should have. But I'm okay. I'm alright. If I end up winning, then who cares how sketchy it was, right? We're just leaving armor for last. I should have healed or tried to heal there. We'll keep calling people in, see if we can get some protection back. Let's just end it. Well, that was the sketchiest 65 I've had in a long time. Thankfully, this one should not be sketchy, because we're just going to throw in a bunch of Jedi. And sure, Kyle, come on. Come and play too. We'll use my Jedi Master Luke Datacron as well. And I took Kyle off my off my Mon Mothma team in order to allow them to allow him to use the better Datacron. Again, always messing with, you know, what always messing with team compositions and whatnot just for the stupid Datacron. We got to be doing this call to assist thing because it gets us a bunch more what do you call that? Offense. All right. So overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with how the ground went, and now it comes down to ships and beating his executor. And so I have my own for that. We're going to cross our fingers that everything goes well. And it usually does, but, you know, sometimes you're in arena and the RNG goes bad, and next thing you know, you've lost. So we will cross our fingers that nothing like that happens. Oh, and I won the coin flip. All right, I won the coin flip, so I'm going to be aggressive. Oh, I did it again. I didn't bring Ebon Hawk. That is so frustrating, you guys. That was my own fault for going fast, and I made the same mistake 2 battles ago. But the fact that they don't have fleet loadouts, and I couldn't just easily grab the my preloaded thing the way I wanted. Oh, I guess I'm blaming the game for my own mistake, but really frustrating to not have Ebon Hawk to come out here and keep them from you know, getting their contract. Hopefully I will get mine up first anyway. I need to get a heal off on my Razor Crest here. So I'm only 3 away from contract, which is good. And looks like I will have contract next attack. So should go down pretty easily. Yeah, he's getting a reinforcement. I'm getting to blow up his ship. So it all worked out. But I really do prefer to bring the Ebonhawk out and just play a little bit of a longer game, but like just make sure that there's no chance of him getting his contract first. In the end, I will take the win. Let's go ahead and do this Empire battle using my Separatists. And this one can get sketchy really fast. So hopefully things go well. Oh. They don't have Vader in the starting lineup. So their taunt's not permanent. Let's stun him. Oh, I didn't get the stun. I was hoping to avoid the burning. Let's get that bomber out. Oh, now we're stuck with that taunt too. And here comes, okay, TIE Advance. This is an interesting setup. One I have to admit I have not faced. Just kill him. And we'll go back to them, and then we'll get back to him. I don't know if that's a smart variation or not. Seems less than optimal, but it did have me worried for a sec. Do I have any buzz droids I can get out here eventually, guys? We gotta get this bomber down. We will bring out Soldier, get some assisting, maybe? Wow, not a whole lot. He gets to heal. Finally, some buzz droids. There's that stun I wanted earlier. More buzz droids. Let's see if we can get this shuttle out of here. And yeah, we'll get another lightning bolt. Nice. All right, last up is the finalizer against this home one. Is that a home one? Yeah. It's not even a home one. It's a mace. Okay. Interesting. We're still going finalizer. And when I'm on offense with finalizer, I like to keep the tank as reinforcement so I can do my little combo and get somebody out immediately. So we'll get Rey out immediately with Hunted and then a stun. Oh, just a kill. Okay, let's call for an assist, see if we can get a second kill. Yes. And resistance pilot. Do that. And see if we can get a big hit. And we're done. All right, that has been my cleanest match in a while, and it felt really good. We get 1832 to 1757. That's my first 3-0 week in a while. That also feels really good. So, I want to say thank you to Obi-Wan for the battle. I think this could have been a lot more difficult for me if you would have just swapped your top and bottom zones in the front. I would have had a lot more hard choices to make. But as it was, things lined up for me pretty perfectly, and appreciate that. So thank you. And thank you all for watching. I hope to see you again in next round.